What is a hypnotist doing when he's putting preconceived ideas into the brain so that they read reality in that way, like the person next to them's, you know, playing an instrument or something on the stage? It's putting in a belief, a sense of perception. And so the system wants you to believe something rigidly, because then they got you. Believe, a religious belief, political belief, any of these beliefs. And I tell you, I don't believe anything. And people say, you've got to believe something. I don't. No. Because what I have at any point in time, I left believing alone a long time ago. I have a perception of how things are at that point. A perception of how things are. Now, I know that because I'm infinite awareness, but I'm not accessing the entirety of infinite awareness, no matter what I perceive at this moment, there is always vastly more to know. So I've got my trainers on, I'm light on my feet, I'm looking to move this perception on, because I know that whatever I know, there is vastly more to know. You don't get caught in this defending belief system, defending rigidity of belief from all borders. You get a belief and then you defend people from it. This is what the skeptic society is doing. They're terrified of their beliefs not being true, so they attack anybody with another view. And therefore, when you're light on your feet and you don't have a belief, then you're constantly looking for ways to expand your awareness and expand your understanding. As Socrates is supposed to have said in ancient Greece, wisdom is knowing how little we know. We're always open then. Not only we believe everything, but we're open to it. We give it a chance. Religion is mind. The belief of religion is mind. You know, I mean, and it's one religion, you know. Oh, yes, it's the archontic religion under different names. Okay, what are you? I'm a Christian. All right, well, that's nice. So what does that mean? That means that I go to a church, and this man in a frock tells me what God wants me to do, and he tells me what God says is what is. Okay, well, that's fair enough. And what are you? Well, I'm Jewish. Okay, and what does that mean? Well, I go to the synagogue, yeah, and this man in a frock tells me what God wants and what God thinks I should do for me to go to heaven, and tells me what is reality and world between these. Covers the two books like their book. Yeah, yes, it's similar, isn't it? Two different, testaments. Right? Okay. So who are you? I'm a Muslim. Oh, really? A Muslim? What's that mean? It means I go to the mosque, and these men in frocks tell me what to believe, and what God wants and what I should do to please God. Well, that's what he told me, and he told me it's one blueprint. They just call it a different name. It's like having a computer game and calling it different names. We call them religions. They're prisons of the mind. This is a hypnotist stage show. This is a hypnotist stage show where they've been hypnotized to believe they're evangelical Christians. They're not, but they believe they are. And we need to worship. We need to worship sports stars, worship politicians, worship entertainers, worship deities. We need to look up because we're down here. Part of the genetic manipulation that went on with humanity is they removed the vertebrae in the neck, so we're always looking up. Heaven's up there, everyone's up there, and I'm down here. And all the rest. What was it? Val Dunican. You know, remember Val Dunican? Walk tall, walk straight, and look the world right in the eye. That's what my mama told me when I was about knee-high. She said, son, be a proud man and hold your head up high. Walk tall, walk straight, and look the world right in the eye. Well, then, we have hierarchies. That's the vertebrae again. I know my place. And then we have the anti-hierarchy, anti-religion thing in the New Age, and they have the hierarchy of the Great White Bloody Brotherhood. I mean, it's hierarchies everywhere, prisons of the mind everywhere. Not just religion, but politics, race. You know, enjoy your different races. It's not who you are, though. It's an experience. And no race is better than another bloody race. It's bollocks. It's just a bloody vehicle. And, of course, the prisons of the mind of self-identity, not least little me. And when we have belief systems, that's how we see the world. Thus, we don't see the world. We see a dot in the world. And belief systems, you know, come in all shape and sizes. That is as frickin' ludicrous as that. You know, oh no, it's native peoples. Well, to me, I don't care if it's native peoples or a guy on Wall Street. It's bloody nonsense. What have you got a plate in your mouth for? It's ridiculous. Well, it's tradition. Well, bloody hell, sacrificing children was a tradition. Oh, you know, I mean, the belief systems come in all shapes and sizes. Gotcha. They don't care which one it is. And they found that when you have a rigid belief, the neurons in the brain fire off in a repeating pattern, constantly underpinning the belief and repelling all borders, and then the matrix has you. Albert Einstein, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Therefore, it's time to do something else. Like getting that blank sheet of paper, getting everything off it and making it earn its place on it. Don't tell me, Dogma Dawkins, what to put there, or Mr. Doctor, or Mr. Academic, or Mr. Scientist, or Mr. Media Man. Don't you dare tell me what I put on my sheet of paper. This, and this tells me, not you. And then we can start to break the mold of being what other people tell us we should be, thus being like